Hello friends and my dear students, I welcome you all to my channel. I hope you are all well and your studies are also going on well. In this video, this is part 13 video on the chapter of rational numbers. In this video, I will solve sample test paper number 1 that I have prepared, which will consist of 15 MCQ multiple choice questions, and ideally you should solve it in 45 minutes. So I have already completed the chapter of rational numbers along with solving the exercise problems from the textbook of author R.S. Aggarwal. If you have not watched the previous videos, I highly suggest that you watch them first to get to maintain the continuity of your preparation on the chapter of rational numbers. So this video is part of the playlist CBSE Maths for class 8 following the textbook of author R.S. Aggarwal. If you are new to my channel or not yet subscribed, and if you are watching my videos regularly and my videos are beneficial to you, then I strongly suggest and request that you please support me by subscribing to my channel, and also please do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future video. So let's get started with this video. Okay, so I have the sample test paper number 1 on the left hand side. So this is on the chapter of rational numbers. It has 15 questions. There are 15 questions, all are multiple choice. You have 4 choices and only one choice will be correct, and you have to select the correct choice. So ideally you should take 3 minutes or 4 minutes per question. So you should be able to solve this problem once you have completed the chapter of rational numbers. You should be able to complete this test in 45 minutes or maximum 1 hour. Okay, I will provide the link of the PDF of the sample paper in the description below. You can check that out. It is always recommended that you first try yourself to solve the problems of this test paper 1, and if you are stuck at any problem, you can watch my solution as a reference. So let's start solving the problems. The first problem is we have an equation, and on the right hand side we have two variables x and y. Okay, so let's see what is the equation. Let's write the equation: minus 17 by 11 multiplied by, in the brackets we have now 14 by 9. It is given in the brackets, but we can easily open that. It is not required to have the bracket. Minus, we have minus 5 by 11 bracket closed. This is given to be equal to, there is a variable x multiplied by 14 by 9. Here also we can open the brackets without any problem. 14 by 9 minus, we have minus 17 by 11 multiplied by y. Now always try to before doing the actual calculation computation, that is the multiplication, addition or subtraction, always try to see if you find any pattern or any law that you can apply, law of rational numbers, that is law of addition or subtraction or multiplication or division, you can apply and solve the problem quickly. Now I can see that on the left hand side it is a multiplication. Minus 17 by 11 is being multiplied with subtraction of two rational numbers, and I know that a multiplication of rational numbers is distributive over subtraction and addition. And on the right hand side I can see difference of two rational numbers, where each of the rational numbers is also a multiplication of a product of two rational numbers, which also consists of the variables x and y. So there is a high possibility, and I also see that on the right hand side I can see the rational numbers 14 by 9, it also appears on the left hand side, and also the minus 17 by 11, it also appears on the left hand side. So there is a high possibility that the distributive law of multiplication over subtraction has been used. So let's try to see what is LHS from this given equation. What is the LHS? LHS is minus 17 by 11 multiplied by 14 by 9 minus 5 by 11. Now if I apply the distributive law of multiplication over subtraction, what do I get? I get minus 17 by 11 multiplied by 14 by 9, and then it will be minus 17 by 11 multiplied by minus 5 by 11. Now, okay, now now you can see that now if you try to, we have this LHS. Now if you try to rearrange the LHS to match with the RHS, given RHS, try to rearrange the LHS. Now this is equal to, it is given that this is equal to x, the given right hand side, the right hand side of the given equation is x multiplied by 14 by 9 minus minus 17 by 11 multiplied by y. So the left hand side is also a difference of two rational numbers, the right hand side is also a difference of two rational numbers. The on the left hand side, the rational number that is being subtracted contains minus 17 by 11, and the right hand side also, the rational number which is being subtracted contains minus 17 by 11. So definitely this y has to be equal to, so this implies if you observe both the left hand side and the right hand side, you will see it there has to be equal, and depending on the numbers, if you observe the numbers, the rational numbers, you can clearly say that x has to be equal to, from the first term of the both the sides. That is, if you consider this equality, if you from this, if you compare the first term on both sides, that is the rational number from which another rational number is being subtracted. If you consider that now rational number on both sides, I can clearly say that x has to be equal to minus 17 by 9. From observation, you can clearly say that. Now, if you consider the second term on both the sides, that is the rational number, the term that is being subtracted, I can clearly say that y has to be equal to minus 5 by 11. So the basic, now, so we got x and y. Now it has asked then x and y respectively are. So we got x minus 17 by 11 and y is equal to minus 5 by 11. So definitely the answer is choice D. The answer is choice D. Now, so we applied the concept of multiplication over subtraction, multiplication of the distributive law of multiplication over subtraction of rational numbers, and then we rearranged, we applied the distributive law on the left hand side, and we tried to express the left hand side similar to the right hand side, and through observation we can clearly find out what is x and y. Okay, so while I am solving the problem, you can pause the video and take a screenshot of my solution for your future reference. Okay, I hope you can see the problems clearly. Okay, okay, let's do the problem number 2. Okay, problem number 2. Problem number 2 says that we are also given an equality. So it is given that 7 by minus 15 plus 11 by 20 minus 1 plus 1 by 3 plus 4 by 5 is equal to 1 minus k by 60. Then the value of k, we have, from this we have to find k. This is nothing but, if you observe properly, this is nothing but a linear equation. You have to solve for k, it is a linear equation in one variable, that is k. But since there are many rational terms, they are connected with addition and subtraction, there is you have to do the addition and subtraction carefully, or in a little wiser way. Now what we can do, so I already discussed in a previous lecture video that whenever you have addition and subtraction of multiple 3 or more rational numbers, you always try to group those rational numbers whose the denominators of those rational numbers have a common divisor which is not equal to 1. So if I have to LHS, if I have to simplify, let's say I'm trying to, let's approach, do it in a straightforward way. I will evaluate the left hand side, and whatever value I will get a rational number, and then from there I will proceed further to solve k. So first I will evaluate the left hand side. Now while I am evaluating or simplifying the left hand side, I will group those rational numbers whose denominators have a common divisor which is not equal to 1. Now I cannot consider 3 and 20. I cannot consider 3 and 15. So I can only consider group 7 by, now 7 by minus 15. First of all, you have to convert all the rational numbers in standard form, at least make the denominators positive. So if I want to make the denominator positive of 7 by minus 15, it will be minus 7 by 15. So I will group minus 7 by 15 with 1 by 3, because I see the denominators are 15 and 3, and their common divisor is 3, which is not equal to 1. Similarly, I will group 11 by 20 and plus 4 by 5. Now there is a minus 1. Let's keep that. Let's bring that minus 1 to the right hand side, and we will get 2 minus k by 60. Now there are various ways you can solve these kind of problems. It does not matter. I mean, there is no hard and fast rule that you should apply or approach a certain method. You use your own method, with which you are comfortable with, and comfortable with, and and those methods that you have a good understanding of. Without understanding a method, do not use it to solve any problem. Okay, so the left hand side, no, this is the wrong way of writing. So I will write, this implies, on the left hand side I did a little bit of grouping, and I brought the minus 1 from the left hand side to the right hand side. So now I have to do this. I have to simplify this. This will be minus 7 plus 5 divided by 15, plus this will be 11 plus 4 into 4 divided by 20. This is equal to 2 minus k by 60. So this implies, again, minus 7. So this is minus 2 by 15, plus this is 16 and 11, that is 27. 27 by 20 is equal to 2 minus k by 60. So this implies, we have to simplify minus 2 by 15 and add minus 2 by 15 and 27 by 20. The LCM will be, LCM of 15 and 20 is 60. So this will be minus 8 plus 3, 81 divided by 60 is equal to 2 minus k by 60. This implies 73 by 60, 73 by 60 is equal to 2 minus k by 60. 2 minus k by 60. Okay, so this implies, if I bring the k by 60 term on the left hand side, I get, and all the constant terms to the right hand side, I get 2 minus 73 by 60, which is equal to 2 minus 73 by 60 is equal to 120 minus 73 by 60, which is equal to how much is this? 7 4 47 by 60. So we got k by 60 is equal to 47 by 60. So this clearly shows that k is equal to 47. So the answer is choice B. The answer is choice B. Okay. Let's do problem number 3. Problem number 3 says that if P by Q is a rational number, then which among the following lies between 0 and P by Q? So P by Q is a rational number. We also know that 0 is a rational number, and from the we have a properties of rational number that the rational number, if x and y are two rational numbers, then the rational number obtained by x plus y by 2 will lie between x and y. We know this. We know this property that if x and y are rational numbers, where of course x should be less than y. If x and y are two rational numbers, x is less than y, then there is a property that the rational number x plus y by 2 will lie between x and y. So in this case, in this problem, we have P by Q, 0 is a rational number and P by Q is also a rational number. And it is asking then which among the following lies between 0 and P by Q. So definitely the rational number that will lie between 0 and P by Q will be 0 plus P by Q divided by 2. So this will lie between 0 and P by Q. So now what is this? This is P by Q divided by 2, which is nothing but P by twice Q. P by twice Q. So the answer is choice C. Answer is choice C. Okay, let's do problem number 4. The reciprocal of minus 3 by 8 multiplied by minus 7 by 13 is. Okay, so it is asking what is the reciprocal of now there is a bracket. The rational number minus 7 by 13 is written inside a bracket. Even though that is not required, it is there for clarity, better readability. So I am not using the bracket. So basically we have to find this. So that is the reciprocal of product of two rational numbers. Now some side notes: if you have a rational number product of two rational number P by Q into R by S, and if you have to find the reciprocal of the product, then you can also do like this. If, even though it will not possibly help much, but you can always you should know that this is equal to P by Q, reciprocal of P by Q multiplied by reciprocal of R by S. Reciprocal of product of two rational numbers is equal to reciprocal product of the reciprocal of the individual rational numbers. Okay, now so well, this property might not help much in this problem, but I just thought that you should keep in mind. Now if you simplify the product first, then what do we have? Now there is no cancellation happening, so we know that the product of the two rational numbers is that it's a product of the numerators divided by the product of the denominators. So we will have minus 3 multiplied by minus 7 divided by 8 into 13 reciprocal. So we first did the product of the two rational numbers and then we applied the reciprocal. Reciprocal and multiplicative inverse are same, and it is noted reciprocal or multiplicative inverse is denoted by the power minus 1. That is reciprocal of a rational number P by Q, it is denoted by P by Q base to the power minus 1. Now if you simplify the product inside, we get minus 3 multiplied by minus 7 is 21, and 8 multiplied by 3 is 104. This whole, so the result is the reciprocal of 21 by 104, which is nothing but 104 by 21. So the answer is choice A. Okay, let's do problem number 5. Problem number 5 says, if x equals to 5 by 4 and y equals to 3 by 2, find the reciprocal of additive inverse of x minus y, x plus y. We have to find the we have to first find the inverse. First we have to find what is x minus y divided by x plus y. We will get a rational number substituting the values of x and given values of x and y. Once we get the value of x minus y divided by x plus y, we have to find its inverse. Once that inverse is found, we have to find, then take the reciprocal. Okay, so let's first see what is x minus y divided by x plus y. So if we substitute the values, we get 5 by 4 minus 3 by 2 divided by 5 by 4 plus 3 by 2. Okay. Now what is 5 by 4 minus 3 by 2? It will be 5 minus 6 by 8, not 8, 4. Divided by, what is 5 by 4 plus 3 by 2? It is 5 plus 6 divided by 4. So this is equal to minus 1 by 4 divided by 11 by 4. So this is equal to minus 1 by 4 which divided by 11 by 4. Now we know that when the division of rational number x when divided by y is equal to the product of x and multiplicative inverse of y. We know that if x and y are two rational numbers, then x divided by y is equal to x multiplied y by a multiplicative inverse of y. Okay. So this becomes, so this is equal to minus 1 by 4 multiplied by the multiplicative inverse of 11 by 4 is 4 by 11. 4 by 11. So this is equal to minus 1 by 11. So the answer is choice A. No, sorry, not A. We have just found x minus y by x plus y. The value of x minus y divided by x plus y is minus 1 by 11. Okay. So now it has asked to find the reciprocal of additive inverse. Okay. So now additive inverse. What is additive inverse? So now let's say so additive inverse, I mean short writing add I. So additive inverse of x minus y divided by x plus y will be equal to we know x minus y divided by x plus y is equal to minus 1 by 11. So it will be this. What is the additive inverse of any rational number? Additive inverse, I mean short writing add I, of any rational number p by q, where p by q can be anything. Of course q is not equals to 0. P by q can be positive or negative. The additive inverse of p by q is always equal to, you change the sign of p or take the negative of p, that's it, by q. So we know that x minus y divided by x plus y is minus 1 by 11. So the additive inverse of minus 1 by 11 is that I will change the sign of minus 1 or take the negative of minus 1. So this is 1 by 11. Now, so this is the additive inverse of x minus y by x plus y. Finally, we have to take the reciprocal. So this implies reciprocal of 1 by 11 is nothing but we denote it as 1 by 11 minus 1, but which is nothing but 11. The reciprocal of any rational number p by q is nothing but you interchange the numerator and the denominator. So 11 is the result and the correct choice is D. Okay, let's solve question number 6. It is said that if minus 24 by 81 multiplied by 243 by 512 is same as the additive inverse of 9 by k, then the value of k is okay. So it is said that minus 24 by 81 multiplied by 243 divided by 512 is equal to the same as additive inverse of 9 by k. Now additive inverse of 9 by k, it is given that additive inverse of 9 by k, which is nothing but minus 9 by k. To find the additive inverse of any rational number, we just make the numerator negative or change its sign. Okay, so we have this. Now we have to simplify the left hand side, the product of the given rational numbers. We have to do some cancellation. Now left hand side, let's say left hand side is equal to minus 24 by 81 multiplied by 243 divided by 512. Now how can we do the cancellation? Okay, so 81 divides 243 with 3 and 24 no so 4 divides 512 with 1 28 and 4 divides minus 24 with minus 6 and minus 9 by k and 2, if I further divide 128 with 2, I have 64, and if I divide minus 6 with 2 is minus 3. So this is equal to minus 9 by 64. So this is equal to RHS, given RHS, which is equal to minus 9 by k. So definitely this implies k is equal to 64. So the answer is choice D. Let's do problem number 7. When 1 is divided by the negative of reciprocal of a non-zero rational number x, then the result is, when 1 is divided by the negative of a rational number is equal to the additive inverse of a rational number. So it is when 1, okay, so let's see what happens when 1 is divided by the negative of, okay, so we have some negative of something, and what is that something? Negative of reciprocal of a non-zero rational number x. So reciprocal of a non-zero rational number x is nothing but this. So we have this is then the result is, so we have to simplify what is this in terms of x. Okay, so 1 divided by it is better that it is not the correct way of writing what has been asked, what has been given. So it is said that 1 divided by the negative of, so the negative of the reciprocal of a number x. So this is the correct way of writing. So 1 divided by the negative of reciprocal of a non-zero rational number x, what will be the result? Okay, so this is 1 divided by, let's do it step by step. What is So it is negative of reciprocal of x. So first let's find out what is reciprocal of x. It is nothing but negative of 1 by x. Reciprocal of x is nothing but 1 by x. We have this. Now this is equal to 1 divided by minus of negative of 1 by x is nothing but minus 1. The numerator changes its sign by x. So this is equal to, we know that when we divide, so this is equal to 1 multiplied by the multiplicative inverse of minus 1 by x. This is minus 1 by x, its multiplicative inverse, because we know that any rational number, if x and y are rational numbers, when we divide x divided by y, x and y are rational numbers, of course y has to be a non-zero rational numbers. This is equal to x multiplied by the reciprocal of y, that is this, or multiplicative inverse. So we have 1 multiplied by the reciprocal of minus 1 by x. So this is equal to 1 multiplied by what is reciprocal of minus 1 by x. We just change the numerator and the denominator. This. Now x by minus 1 is a rational number with the denominator minus 1. We have to make the denominator positive, so this becomes minus x by 1. Now this is equal to 1 multiplied by minus x. This is equal to minus x. So what is minus x? Minus x is nothing but the additive inverse of x. So the correct choice is B. B is the correct choice. Let's do problem number 8. It is said that to get the product as a multiplicative identity, we should multiply. There is a addition of two rational numbers. We should multiply this by. Okay, so it is asking that to get the product as multiplicative identity. Now multiplicative identity, we know for rational number is 1, or for any number it is 1. Multiplicative identity is always 1. So it is asking to get the product as 1, we should multiply this. So the problem statement can be viewed or written like this: what we should multiply this number, let's say that number, rational number bx, to get the result product as multiplicative identity which is equal to 1. Now first we have to simplify the addition of minus 8 by 15 and plus 1 by 12. So LCM of 15 and 12 is 60. So this is minus 8 into 4 plus 5 by 60 multiplied by x equals to 1. Okay, so this is equal to minus 32 plus 5 by 60 multiplied by x equals to 1. So this implies minus 32 plus 7, it is 27 by 60 multiplied by x, that is x is equal to 1. So this implies x is equal to 60 by 27. Now 60 by 27. Oh, it was not 1 by 12, it was 2. It was 2. Okay, so this will be the LCM will be 30. The LCM will be 30. So we will have here 2 and this will be 15. So we have minus 16 plus 15 into x equals to 1. So we have this. This implies that we have minus 1 by 60 x equals to 1. This implies x is equal to 60 by minus 1, not 60. This is 30. This is 30. So we have 30. This is 30. So this is basically minus 30. So the answer, the answer should be minus 30. Now we have to pick the correct choice. Now the correct choice is, what is A? Now there is a choice, all of these. Now definitely B is a choice, because minus B minus negative of 6 into 5 is nothing but minus 30, which is the correct result. What is A? A is minus 1 by 30 multiplicative inverse, or reciprocal of minus 1 by 30. Now which is 30 by minus 1, which is equal to minus 30. So A is also a correct choice. And what is C? What is C? Negative of reciprocal of 1 by 30. This is equal to negative of reciprocal of 1 by 30 is 30. So this is minus 30. So A, B, C all are correct choice, and hence the correct choice will be D, that is all of this. Okay. Let's do problem number 9. Which of the following lies to the left of minus 13 by 18? Which of the following lies to the left of minus 13 by 18? So we have to choose on the number line. So now we know that if we have a number line, a minus 13 by 18 is a negative rational number. So this is the origin O representing the number 0, and we have, let's say, somewhere here the point A represents the rational number minus 13 by 18. So we among the given choices, among all the rational numbers given in the 4 choices, we have to select the rational number which is to the left of A, that is less than A. We know in the number line, you go left, you go farther left, then you are going towards a lesser integers or lesser numbers. The left side of the origin O on the number line are all negative numbers. If you go more towards the left, you will reach more lesser numbers. So we have to pick the rational number which is less than minus 13 by 18. How do we do that? 0 is not a choice, because my negative rational numbers, minus 13 by 8 is a minus 13 by 8 is a negative rational number, and all negative rational numbers are less than 0. Let's see choice C. Now to find which is less than, you have to basically do a comparison of the given rational number, that is minus 13 by 18, and all the rational numbers in the choice. So let's say if we are considering the choice C, we have to see whether minus 9 by 17 is less than minus 13 by 8. How do we decide? How do we know whether minus 9 by 17 is less than minus 13 by 18? That is, we have to make the denominator similar. We have to convert each of these to rational numbers to their equivalent form to have the same common denominator, which will be the LCM of 17 and 18. And LCM of 17 and 18 is definitely nothing but 17 into 18. Okay, we will not find this, it is not necessary. So this implies, if we do this, we are checking whether minus 9 by 17 is less than minus 13 by 18 or not. So we will have minus 9 multiplied by 18 divided by 17 into 18 is less than minus 13 multiplied by 17. So we have converted both the two rational numbers to their equivalent form, so that both the equivalent forms have a common denominator of the LCM of 17 and 18, which is 17 into 18. Now we have to check the numerators. Whether now we have to check if this is so, we must have minus 9 multiplied by 18 less than minus 13 multiplied by 17. Now, okay, so you have to now really do the multiplication. So this is minus 162 is less than what is 13 multiplied by 17. This is 91 and 13. So this is minus 2 to 1. So we are having minus 162 is less than minus 2 to 1, which is a false statement, which is false. So minus 162 is greater than minus 2 to 1. So choice C is incorrect. Choice B is minus 20 by 32. Let's see if minus 20 by 32 is less than minus 13 by 18. So similarly, just as we did in the for choice C, we will convert these two rational numbers to their equivalent form to have a common denominator of LCM of 32 and 18, which is equal to how much? 32 and 18, 2, 16, 9. Okay, so 32 into 9, 32 into 9. So the LCM is 32 into 9. So this when we convert these two rational numbers to their equivalent form, so that they will have the common denominator as the LCM of 32 and 18, which is 32 into 9, we will get minus 20 multiplied by 9. So this is 32 into 9 less than minus 13 multiplied by 16 divided by 32 multiplied by 9. So this implies now we can do the comparison based on the numerator, since the denominator are same. So this implies minus 20 multiplied by 9 is less than minus 13 multiplied by 16. So this implies minus 180 is less than minus what is this? 13 multiplied by 16 is 78, 13, 208, which is a false statement because minus 180 is always greater than minus 208. So C, D, C, B are false. D is false, C is false, and DCB is false. So definitely the correct choice has to be A. The correct choice has to be A. Okay, let's do problem number 10. Let x and y be the two consecutive integers between which minus 35 by 12 lies. Then the value of negative of reciprocal of x multiplied by y is x and y be two consecutive integers. X and y are two consecutive integers. Now x and y, let's say this be origin. It doesn't matter where we draw the origin. Let's say this is x. X and y be consecutive integers. Be two consecutive integers. Be two consecutive integers between which minus 35 by 12 lies. Okay, so definitely now what is minus 35 by 12? This is, if you convert this into a mixed fraction, this will be minus 2 11 by 12. Minus 2 and 11 by 12 is the mixed form of the given improper rational number minus 35 by 12. It is a negative rational number. So this will be, this rational number will be, if this is the origin, so definitely it will be on the left hand side of the origin on the number line. Let's say this is minus 2 and 11 by 12. Now it says that this number minus 2 and 11 by 12 lies between x and y are two consecutive integers. So definitely minus 2 and 11 by 12 has to be less than y and has to be greater than x. Now what can we say from this number line situation? We have a number line, we have two rational numbers, we have two integers. Definitely x and y are negative integers. Since the rational number minus 2 and 11 by 12 is a negative rational number and it is lying between two integers x and y, so definitely the and x and y are consecutive integers. X and y are consecutive integers. Now this means that x will be the immediately preceding integer of the integer which is the immediately preceding integer of minus 2 and 11 by 12. The rational number minus 2 and 11 by 12, its immediate preceding not succeeding preceding integer is x. That has to be x has to be minus 2 minus 1. This is equal to minus 3. Now y has to be the immediate succeeding integer of minus 2. So it is between minus 2 and 11 by 12 is between x and y. So definitely x is less than minus 2 and 11 by 12. So x has to be minus 3. Okay. So definitely now since x and y, so x is definitely minus 3. X is definitely minus 3. Now what is y? Minus 2 and 11 by 12 is less than y. Is less than y, and now if x is minus 2, now if x is minus 3, then definitely y has to be minus 2. X has to be minus 2 because x and y are consecutive integers, and minus 2 x cannot be less than y. Y cannot be less than x because it is given that x and y are two consecutive integers, and integers between which minus 35 by 12 lies. Then the value of, now the question is, it is not really given. It is given that x and y are consecutive integers. Now we cannot say from here whether x is less than y or x is greater than y. If we have two consecutive integers, let's say 3 and 4, now it is not given. Until and unless it is given x is greater than y or y is greater than x, we cannot say which is x and which is y. So now one thing to note is that minus the rational number is lying between two consecutive integers. It is lying between two consecutive integers. Now so definitely it has to be the case that minus 2 and 11 by 12 is lying between minus 3 and minus 2. It is given that x and y are two consecutive integers and -2 and 11/12 is lying between them. Now, if we consider two consecutive integers, so the two consecutive integers between which -2 and 11/12 lies, it has to be -3 and -2. Now, we know this for fact, but how do we know which is x and which is y, whether x is -3 or x is -2 or y is -3 or y is -2? We cannot find, we cannot know. And as the problem is given, what is asked, we need not know what is x and what is y. We just know that x and y are -3 and -2. So it can be the case that x is equal to -3, y is equal to -2, or it can be the case that x equals to -2 and y equals to -3. It does not matter which is which. We just know that it is sufficient to know that those two consecutive integers are -3 and -2. Because why? Because we have to find the expression value of negative of the reciprocal of x multiplied by y. Now what is this? This is 1 by x negative of reciprocal of x multiplied by y. Okay, so we are getting minus y by x, but how do we know? We know that the x and y be two consecutive integers. Okay, when it is saying that x and y be two consecutive integers, maybe it is trying to say that y is the next consecutive integer of x, that is y is greater than x. So in that case we will have definitely x equals to, so this is x, so this is x, and this is y, because y is the next consecutive integer of x, that is x is less than y, and we have already found that those two consecutive integers has to be -3 and -2, and so definitely x has to be -3 and y has to be -2. So we have minus of -2 divided by -3, which is equal to -2 by 3. So the correct choice is B. Let's do problem number 11. It is given that if A by B, comma C by D and E by F are three non-zero rational numbers, then the value of A by B, C by D and E by F are three non-zero rational numbers, that is all these rational numbers are not equal to 0. So we have to find, the given expression is A by B, reciprocal of A by B multiplied by C by D divided by E by F and whole reciprocal. Okay. So always, whenever you solve a problem, always see the choices, what are the choices, and try to see how the choices are given, in what form. Accordingly, you simplify the given expression. Now, okay, so this is what is a reciprocal of A by B, that is B by A. So it is B by A multiplied by, what is C by D divided by E by F? It is C by D multiplied by the reciprocal of E by F, that is F by E, and we have whole reciprocal. So this is equal to P by A multiplied by C by D multiplied by F by E is nothing but product of, we know that product of two rational numbers, the result is the product of numerators divided by the product of the denominators. So this is CF by DE, whole reciprocal. So again, if you take the reciprocal, it becomes DE by CF, DE by CF. So the result is basically BDE divided by ACF. Now we have to select the correct choice which matches with this result. Choice A, no, it is incorrect. choice B, no, we do not have choice B. Okay, choice B is BDE ACF. Choice B is ACF divided by BDE whole reciprocal. This means we just interchange the numerator and the denominator, and this becomes BDE divided by ACF. This is a correct choice. So B is the correct choice, definitely. When you have found the correct choice, you can ignore the other choices. So B, the correct choice is choice B. Okay, let's solve problem number 12. It says that the value of, okay, so we have to simplify the value. The given expression is 3 by 4 multiplied by minus 1 by 7 minus 1 by 6 multiplied by 3 by 5 plus 1 by 4 multiplied by 3 by 4. Okay. Now, seeing the expression patterns, how the multiplication and subtraction and additions are given, you can probably apply some law, that is distributive law of multiplication over addition or subtraction, or commutative law or associative law. Always try to see if you can apply any of those laws in a simplification problem. So I can see that the first term and the third term, I have a common factor of 3 by 4. So if I rearrange, so this is minus, I can remove the bracket like this and have this multiplied by 3 by 4. If I group this, and I am left with minus 1 by 6 multiplied by 3 by 5. Now this is equal to, I can see that is I can see a distributive law of multiplication over addition is applied. So I can write it as 3 by 4 multiplied by minus 1 by 7 plus 1 by 14. And this 1 by 6, if you do some cancellation, you will see this is minus 1 by 10. So this is equal to 3 by 4. If you do simplify, minus 1 by 7 plus 1 by 14, you will get minus 2 plus 1 by 14 minus 1 by 10. This is equal to 3 by 4 multiplied by minus 1 by 14 minus 1 by 10. This is equal to minus 3 by 56 minus 1 by 10. Okay, so this is a difference of two rational numbers, and we know that this will be equal to minus 3 by 56 plus additive inverse of 1 by 10, that is minus 1 by 10. Now we have to take LCM of 56 and 10, let's say it's 60. So we have 560 may not be the correct LCM of 56 by 10, but it will work. It will work, you will get the correct result. So this will be minus 3 multiplied by 10 plus minus 1 multiplied by 56 divided by 560. So this is equal to minus 30 minus 56 divided by 560. This is equal to minus 86 divided by 560. Now if I cancel with 2, I get 280 and 43. So I get minus 43 by 280. So the correct result is, the correct choice is D. Okay, let's do problem number 13. It is given that if if 3/5 of a number exceeds its 2/7 by 44, find the number. If 3/5 of a number exceeds its 2/7 by 44, find the number. Okay, so let the number be x. Let the number be x. So it is given that 3/5 of a number, 3 by 5th of x is nothing but 3 by 5 multiplied off operator means multiplication. So this is 3x by 5. 2/7 2/7 of x is equal to 2/7 multiplied by x. This is equal to 2x by 7. So it is given that 2/5 of a number exceeds is, that is 3 by x by 3x by 5 exceeds 2x by 7 by 44. So this implies 3x by 5 minus 2x by 7 is equal to 44. It says that 3x by 5 exceeds 2x by 7. So 3x by 5 is more and the difference is 44. So we have this. So this implies we have to simplify the term on the left hand side taking LCM of 5 and 7, which is 35. So we have 3x multiplied by 7 minus 2x multiplied by 5 divided by 35 is equal to 44. This implies 21x minus 10x divided by 35 is equal to 44. This implies 11x by 35 equals 44. So this implies x is equal to 35 by 11 multiplied by 44. So this is equal to 140. So the number is 140 and the correct choice is C. Okay, let's do problem number 14. The rational number minus 63 by 84, its reciprocal in standard form is, okay, so we are given the rational number which is the reciprocal of minus 63 by 84, its reciprocal. Okay, its reciprocal is nothing but 84 by minus 63. Now we have the denominator negative, we will make it positive, it will become minus 84 by 63. Now if we divide, it's not in standard form yet because both the numerator and the denominator have a common divisor of 7. So we will divide both the numerator and the denominator by the HCF of 84 and 63, which is 7. So this becomes minus 84 divided by 7, 63 divided by 7. This is equal to minus 12 by 9. Oh, sorry, we still have some common divisor not equal to 1. So this will be actually not 7, but let me see. Yeah, it will be 21. My 84 and 63, the HCF of 84 and 63 is 21. So we will divide both the numerator and the denominator with 21. So it becomes minus 4 by 3. Minus 4 by 3. So the answer is choice D. Let's do problem number 15, the last problem. Okay, so it is given that p by q plus 1 multiplied by 4 by 9 is equal to 8 by 11 and 1 minus r square by 11 is equal to p by q. then the value of P plus Q plus R is when P and Q are co-prime. It is given that P and Q are co-prime. Now P and Q are co-prime means that the rational number P by Q, you do not have any common divisor. Two numbers x and y are co-prime when they do not have any common divisor other than 1. Okay, so let's what is given, P by Q plus 1 multiplied by 4 by 9 is equal to 8 by 11. From here we can obviously find P by Q. How do we find? So this implies that P by Q plus 1 will be equal to P by Q plus 1 will be equal to 9 by 4 multiplied by 8 by 11. We know that if you have something like this, A into B equals to C, this will imply that A is equal to B is equal to the right hand side multiplied by the multiplicative inverse of B. From A into B equals to C, if you want to find A, then it will be C, the right hand side, the C multiplied by the multiplicative inverse of the coefficient of A. So in this problem, I want to find what is P by Q plus 1. So P by Q plus 1 will be equal to the right hand side, that is 8 by 11 multiplied by the multiplicative inverse of the coefficient of P by Q plus 1. The coefficient of P by Q plus 1 is 4 by 9. Its multiplicative inverse is 9 by 4. Now this is equal to, if you do some little bit of cancellation, this is 18 by 11. So this implies that P by Q plus 1 is equal to 18 by 11. From here we can obviously say P by Q is equal to 18 by 11 minus 1. This is equal to 18 minus 11 by 11. This is equal to 7 by 11. Okay, so P by Q is equal to 7 by 11, and the second equation given was 1 minus R square by 11 is equal to P by Q, which we have already found to be 7 by 11. So this implies that if I take R square by 11 on the right hand side and bring all the constant to the left hand side, I get that 1 minus 7 by 11 is equal to R square by 11. This implies, if I simplify the left hand side, that is 1 minus 7 by 11, it is 11 minus 7 by 11 equals R square by 11. This implies 4 by 11 is equal to R square by 11. This implies R square is equal to 4. Now R square is equal to 4. Okay. Now we have got P by Q is equal to 7 by 11. We can see that 7 and 11 are co-prime. So hence this will imply that P is equal to 7 and Q is equal to 11. Now also we got that R square is equal to 4. Now if R square is equal to 4, what will be R? This implies R is equal to square root of 4, which is equal to 2. This implies P plus Q plus R is equal to 7 plus 11 plus 2, which is equal to 20. So the answer is, correct choice is B. So this brings to an end of solving the first sample test paper number 1 on the chapters of rational numbers, this set of problems will be a good evaluation of your understanding of the concepts of rational numbers. I hope this video was beneficial. If it is so, then please like it, share it with your friends, and also once again, please support me by subscribing to my channel, and do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. I will prepare another sample test paper number 2 of similar kind. There will be 15 MCQ questions and you have to solve it in 45 minutes. So these two set of sample test papers will give you a good practice to check your understanding of the concepts of rational numbers. Then I will move on to the next chapter, that is exponents. So thanks for watching, and until the next video, take care and bye.